What's up, baby boys, baby girls, and babies in between? It's your boy Dick Weddy coming at you live from the dinner table. And I'm bringing you a deck here that's real cheap. Kinda. Depends on what your version of cheap is. $183.17. Not too bad. Not like some of those decks I brought you before. Love to see it, but it's super strong. We're talking about the Commander, Fynn the Fangbarer. Fynn the Fangbarer has Death Touch, and whatever creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. Oh yes, we're going that route. The demonic route, the route you're never supposed to take. But you know what? Sometimes people push you there, and you gotta push a little harder back. So looking at the deck, we got 34 creatures, most of them with Death Touch. Here you go with Acidic Slime, 5 mana, enters battlefield, destroys target artifact, enchantment, or my favorite, land. Oh yes, love to see it. You know daddy like. We got Ambush Viper, 2 mana for flash, Death Touch, Canker Bloom, no Death Touch on it, but you can pay 1 and sacrifice it to proliferate. Put them over that edge. Maybe they're teetering. And got a little 9 right there. Got a little 9. You proliferate, poof, they're gone. Deadly Recluse, 2 mana reach and Death Touch. Death Bloom Gardener, 3 mana, Death Touch, and can create mana for you. Fang of Shigeki, 1 mana for Death Touch. Who cares about their powers? Who cares about their toughness? None of that stuff matters. If they deal damage, they're getting 2 poison counters. 1 mana, Death Touch. 2 mana, Death Touch. Ichor Split Basilisk, 3 mana, Death Touch, and, ooh baby, Toxic 1. So this is going to deal 3 poison on them. Jewel-Eyed Cobra, dies, create a treasure token, but hey, 3 mana, Death Touch. 2 mana, you can ninjutsu it, and it enters with a Death Touch counter. Deals combat damage to player, remove a Death Touch counter from it. When you do, exile target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Maybe you pop them, maybe you don't. Who knows, maybe you can just Death Touch them out. 1 mana, Death Touch. Mirkwood Spider attacks. Target legendary creature you control gains Death Touch. Who cares, they all have it anyways. Moss Viper, 1 mana, Death Touch. Narnam Renegade, whatever, Death Touch. Okame Adversary has Death Touch, costs 2 less to cast. If your opponent controls a green permanent, when it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Love to see it. Reclamation Sage, one of the only ones that doesn't have Death Touch. It just enters, destroys target artifact or enchantment. Sedge Scorpion, Death Touch. Skullwinder, Death Touch. And enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand, then choose an opponent. That player returns a card from their graveyard to the hand. You know, whatever. We'll take those little downsides when we get the big upside that is Death Touch. Look at the prices of these things. Absolutely criminal. Can't even get a piece of gum with that anymore. 1 mana, Death Touch. 2 mana, Reach and Death Touch. 2 mana, Death Touch. Enters the battlefield. Another target creature you control gains Death Touch. Maybe give it to your Reclamation Sage or something. Who cares? 2 mana, Death Touch. 7 mana. Oh, baby. What do you do for 7 mana, Miss Queen? Oh, you got Flying and Death Touch, of course. When it enters, create 4 1/1 green insect creatures with Flying and Death Touch. Okay. 7 mana. You can fly over all your opponent's monsters, most likely, because not everyone's going to have flying creatures. And you can kill them. You can Alpha Strike with this 1 card. I think it's worthy of 7 mana. Wasteland Viper, 1 mana, Death Touch. Ruins Recluse, Reach and Death Touch for 2 mana. Pretty good. 3 mana, for a defender, but when it's dealt damage, create that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying and death touch. Beautiful. Greatest blocker you'd ever see, because no one's going to be attacking in when you got this thing. Evolution Sage doesn't have death touch, but it has proliferate. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control. Beautiful. 5 mana for intimidate. Creatures can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and are creatures that share a color with it, and other green creatures you control have intimidate, basically alienating your opponent's blocking if they're not playing green or don't have an artifact creature, which, I mean, it's Commander, everyone's playing green, but whatever. That off chance they're not, got them good. Bloated Contaminator, 3 mana, trample, toxic 1, and when it deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. There's another proliferator. We love to see it. 5 mana, Contaminant Grafter, trample, toxic 1. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to one or more players, proliferate. Oh, there it is, more proliferating. Beginning of your end step, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, draw a card, then you can put a land from your hand on the battlefield. Phyrexian Swarmlord, 6 mana, Infect, and it's a 4/4. Beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 green Phyrexian insect creature token with Infect for each poison counter your opponents have. Maybe you didn't go all out on one and just knock them out with 10. Maybe you spread the love a little bit. You got like 2 with 8, 1 with 7. Oh my gosh. Making a lot of 1/1s there. Daddy can't do basic maths. Don't even worry about it. Seraph, the Viper's Fang, 4 mana. Other tap creatures you control have death touch. You know, cleaning up the board for those little bits that don't have it that we just saw. And maybe a few more after this. Untapped creatures have hexproof. You know, now they're not going to be targeted. You can 1 and untap target creature or land you control. Maybe they're trying to destroy your Fynn. Not anymore. Good job, Seraph. Very cool. Beast Whisperer. Cast a creature, draw a card. We have like 34 in here, so you know we need it. Questing Beast. It's my first time putting this card in any deck. And look, it bumps up the price a little bit. $5 card, but you know it's worth it. Oh, 4 mana. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. So if your opponent has some kind of protection from everything, maybe they make it to where, you know, that they can't be, I don't know, dealt damage somehow, whatever. You know, Magic has a lot of weird things. Questing Beasts don't care. Can't beats can. Whenever Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. Oh, that's why I hate it. You know, I got a planeswalker deck that I love. Then in sorceries, we got Animus Smite. Costs 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature you control. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Basically, in a deck with a bunch of death touchers, that's just kill a creature, proliferate, fight, kill a creature. A natural restoration. Turn target permanent from your graveyard to your hand, proliferate. That's what we care about. Rampant Growth, getting mana. Cultivate, getting mana. Nature's Lore, Konama's Reach. 3 visits, all getting mana. Bite Down, destroy a creature. Bombadil's Song, give something hexproof. Cosmic Hunger, kill a creature. Fog, stop yourself from being alpha striped. Oh, what's that say? Prevent all combat damage. Not when Questing Beast is around. Beautiful card. Infectious Bite. Kill a creature, and then everyone gets a poison counter. Love it. Love to see it. Master's Rebuke. Kill something. Naturalize. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. Prize Fight. Kill something. Turn to Nature. destroy artifact, enchantment, or exile a graveyard. Blossoming Defense, save your creature. Ram through, kill a creature. Harrow, just lands, get more lands. Corrosive Grip, maybe they got something on board that can just win outright and they've been teetering with it. Maybe they have that Aether Flux Reservoir and they're like, oh, I won't kill nobody yet. Well, now they're not going to kill nobody at all. Because this happens, it's got split second, can't react to it. Nature's Claim, destroy an artifact or enchantment. They get 4 life, but who cares? You're poisoning people out. Give them all the life they want. Rapid Vigor, regenerate all your creatures. Maybe a big board wipe or something. Veil of Summer, draw a card, and if they cast a blue or black spell this turn, then spells you control can't be countered this turn. And permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and from black. Oh man, yep. Beautiful card, $7. Put it in if you got it. If you don't, whatever. Same with Worldly Tutor. Search for a creature, put it on top. Heroic Intervention, give everything indestructible and hexproof. Save your stuff. Put it in if you got it. If you don't, you can put something, maybe another land in or whatever, just to keep the price down. Arcane Signet, making mana. Life Crafter's Bestiary, just drawing cards. Soul Ring, mana. Staff of Completion, proliferating. Putting them to 10 as fast as you can. Drawing the card if you need to. Land if you need it. Whatever. The Great Henge, this is a big price eater. I mean, if you don't have it, it's fine. You don't have that many big creatures in the deck anyways, but if you got it, definitely throw it in. Gains you life, gives you mana, draws you cards, does everything. Kenrith's Transformation, basically drawing a card and stopping nuking a commander. Guardian Project, drawing you cards. And we got the lands, nothing fancy. Tried to keep it under $200 here. I mean, if I really wanted to bring the price down a lot, get rid of this, definitely this, maybe this and this. But I like the way the deck looks here. Love to see it. Love the deck. Beautiful. Dick Weddy out.